Favorite moment was beating Jesuit.
Beating Jesuit.
When we beat Jesuit.
And having all our students storm the court. Having everyone there and having one of the biggest wins of our season.
It's like the most hyped up game. It's like the loudest gym, the most fans, and our biggest rival. So the entire year we worked towards that game.
And for us to come back and beat them in their own gym was just something special. And I got to do it with all of my friends and teammates. Our motivation would just be, we would, for one game, I know we put up the scoreboard of one of our losses up on the board up in our locker room. And it just reminded us to, it just pushed us to get better at practice, and we would get better, and then we would play our next game and drive to win.
Everyone on this team is so close and so tight. We've been playing together for years now, and so after a loss, we knew that we would be able to come back the next game and play much better because we're all friends with each other.
I think the seniors kept us going because we knew that it was their last year and we didn't want to send them home disappointed. So whenever we would lose, we would look in the mirror and say, for a good part of our team, who we considered close friends, they're going to be done soon, so we didn't win as many games as possible so we can have the easiest route to keep our season going as long as possible.
We started off the season 7-0, and I feel like at that point, after everything we'd been through last season, just knowing that how much we worked over the summer and during our off season, we were going to be able to do good things this year.
Probably my parents, because both of my parents played Division I basketball in college. So it's just always been a part of my family. I grew up around basketball. I'm from New York, which is and the town I lived in was Saratoga, which is a big basketball town. And then my older brother played basketball throughout high school. So my whole entire life, basketball's just been a part of my life. So I always wanted to continue the family tradition and play basketball.
Well, I became a better teammate and just a better player in general, because of Plant and the coaching, they really help you out with just all your needs. And so, yeah, I just overall became a better player.
Our coaches are good at connecting with us and pushing us each practice and each game to be the best player that we can be.
Sam Shine, and he's been my point guard, and I played with him throughout middle school. And I would say his biggest strength is probably being a leader, holding everyone accountable and keeping the team together, especially as our senior point guard. He had one of the most important roles to keep everyone happy and together and try to win as much as possible.
It wasn't in the season, but it was more in the summer when we played up at FSU, and we just all bonded really well with each other. And it was just an experience that we'll all remember.
The most challenging opponent was probably Wharton. They're one of the best coached teams in our area, and every game you know that it's going to be a challenge with them. Probably
Alonzo, because one of our biggest weaknesses this year was our size. We only had a few guys who were 6'3", 6'4", and Alonzo had a guy who was 7 feet tall. So they would kill us a lot in the paint, and then they also had good shooters on the outside with a good point guard. But I would say Alonzo because of their size.
I would have to say either Newsom or Jesuit. Jesuit because of the crowd and how many people there were there. And Newsom because they were really big and they were a solid team.
It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be a ton of fun, and you're going to become a much better player and a much better person. You're going to love it.
Just have fun, because it's hard to not get wrapped up with senior year, knowing high school is getting closer to the end, getting wrapped up with college recruiting, and just being worried about keeping your grades up, being good with college recruiters, having a good travel ball season. So it's just important just to have fun and worry and know that it's just a game, not my life.
I'd say savor it and enjoy it while it lasts, because it's only for 4 years that you get to do it. And then after that, beyond that point, it just becomes you will never get that opportunity again.